So it's Golden Week in Japan. Golden Week period in Japan is all of Japan just take off this whole 1 week and just straight up, like it's like spring break or something. They take off this 1 week to just party, travel, have a good time, experience, you know, new life, new love, whatever the point may be, right? And at the time, we was going through a new era in Japan as well, so we had more times off. So instead of like 7 days, I think that's like the whole week, pretty much like 10 or 12 days, because we're going through a new era as well, which is also like a historical period, like a holiday. So us foreigners, we really don't care at all about that stuff. So we just glad we have time off. So I'm in my room, right? It's me, my boy Adam and Paul. Adam and Paul, we just sitting down, we just having fun, drinking, we playing video games, whatever, right? I'm kind of bored a little bit because, you know, there's nobody to really hang out with except those two. Not like I had problems with them, but I was just like, well, whatever. And so me, Adam, and Paul just looking around. I said, I need to do something fun, but before I go to sleep, he said, let's go to the station. I'm like, why are we going to the station for? Ain't nobody around the station at the middle of the night. He said, it's almost before the station closed, right? We might get a chance to pick up some girls by random, bring them back to the apartment. I'm like, where in the apartment? They said, my room? I said, yes. And they said, let's do it then. So, right? So we go down to the station and we're looking around. We're looking for a group of girls to try and bring back to our room so we can go have some fun, enjoy ourselves, have a good time. And so Adam, he spots out 5 Japanese people in front of us that just walking past us, right? And so Paul, he stops them. He's like, hey, you want to go back to our room and have some fun? So mind you, these girls never seen these people in their lives, so they kind of scared. And so one of the guys, his name is Dude. He's the only guy in the group, so it's like one guy and like 40 girls. So I talked to Dude. I said, hey, we're cool foreigners. We're kind of bored. We're just trying to have a good time, right? We're just trying to go back to our room, my apartment, and we can all just drink and have fun. It's nothing dangerous, right? And so like after like 10 minutes of talking, we finally convinced them to come over, right? So they all get used to it, so we all have to walk back. So we stop by the convenience store. We get some alcohol. I'm like, I'm not finna pay alcohol for all these people. And Adam said, don't worry about it, right? So Adam, he's low-key kind of rich, and so Adam been paying alcohol for everybody, right, including me as well. So it's like $200 worth of alcohol. I'm like, Adam, you sure about this? He said, yeah, it's fine because we're using your room. So Adam, good guy, I love you, bro. And so me and Adam, we start talking. We just trying to separate the alcohol. We trying to see how much, you know, we can drink or whatever, right? And Adam said, don't worry about that. And so we end up drinking like almost a lot of alcohol that night. So we go back to my room, we drinking, we having a good time. We, you know, get to people knowing these people's name. We say kanpai, you know, cheers in Japanese, just bing, hit our drinks, and we started drinking the night away, right? And it's at the time, it's like what, 2 a.m. So we're just all drinking, having fun. Everybody's separating, you know, talking to their little group of girls. You know, it's like 4 guys, 4 girls. So we had like a perfect match. And Dude, his girlfriend at the time was inside the group. Her name was Hinata. So Hinata came out and talked to me, right? I'm at the balcony because I'm trying to need a break from all the party life. So she came out to the balcony too, and she talked to me about how her and Dude had like problems in the past because he cheated or whatever. And so I'm like, why is she telling me all this? Why do I care? You know what I mean? That's y'all problem know. You know what I mean? I don't really care. And so I'm just hearing it out because I'm trying to be nice. And so she was like, yeah, I don't know what to do. I'm like, no, your best choice is to break up with him because once a cheater, always a cheater, right? And she said, yeah, I know, but I love him. I'm like, oh, well, you really don't. You don't love yourself then, right? And so that's what I was telling her. So we was having this back and forth conversation, and then she ended up telling me that she was a boxer or whatever, right? And so I'm like, okay, maybe she's capping because, you know, the alcohol in her system, so she don't really know what she's saying. So we go back inside, and so Dude, he giving me this like little stink eye. He's like, yo, get away from my girl type of stink eye, right? Whatever, right? I'm like, oh, whatever, bro. I'm not looking for her anyway. So you can go ahead and just look at me however you want. I mean, I'm not the 2-timer. You are, my guy. And so he didn't know I knew this information at the time. And so I told Adam and Paul, I said, hey, you know, let's go, you know, link up with the other girls, bro. The time passed even faster. So Adam and Paul go kiss the other girls. They have, you know, kissing session right outside the balcony or whatever, having a good brand old time. And inside the room is me, this other girl, Dude, and Hinata, right? And so we're all inside the room. It's kind of awkward. Well, I'm talking to the other girl, but between Dude and Hinata, it's like really awkward. And so now it's like 6 a.m., right? So everybody like kind of losing consciousness back and forth because they're kind of sleepy at this point because we've been drinking all night, eating all night, having a good time. And so I said, hey, no, you cannot sleep in my room, baby. Let's go ahead and get out. And they said, get out. And what do you mean? They said, let's go ahead and go to the convenience store, get some water, sober up, and so y'all can get out of my room, right? Because it's just, I'm tired. I'm trying to go to sleep. Right? I'm freaking tired at this point. And so we end up going to the convenience store right now. Mind you, the only people who went to the convenience store was me, 2 of the other girls, Paul, Hinata, Adam. So 6 of us. Some other girl and Dude was in my room by myself, right? So it was 6 of us. We're all in the room, going to the convenience store. We having a good time. We're sobering up a little bit. We got some chocolate, you know. I don't know why we get chocolate, but we get some water, some chocolate, we eating, having a good time. We walking back slowly. So the sun started rising, right? The sun is just rising really, powerfully at 6 a.m. for some reason. I see why they call it the land of the rising sun, bro, because that thing is hard. And so the sun started rising and started beaming down on us. So it's getting hot. I said, no, we gotta go ahead and separate because I don't want to be in here in this hot room with all y'all in there. So we go back to my room and I knock on my door, right? Because I'm trying to go back to my room. So I noticed the door is locked. So I'm trying to unlock the door, right? I'm trying to unlock the door. The door is locked. I'm like, okay, this is kind of weird, right? This is my room. So Hinata started calling her boyfriend, right? And so the phone is ringing on the other side of the door, but nobody's picking up. And so I'm looking at Hinata, right? And she kind of like getting a little bit angry because I think she knew what was happening. I think at the time, my boy Dude was cheating. He's not my boy, but I'm gonna call him my boy. So my boy Dude was cheating inside the room with the other girl that was in there, right? And so they say, you got your key? Because Hinata kind of panicking at this point because she wanted to trust him, but I don't think it's going to work out. So I unlocked my door, right? And so at a slow motion, the bag dropped from Hinata's hand. She ran inside my room, right? And so she see the girl just get up frantically trying to put her clothes on. And she see Dude right there with his shirt off and his belt unbuckled. And so everybody just look at her like gasping, right? We all like, yo, what's going to happen, right? And so all of a sudden, he come in the room and say, hey, Hinata, I know you're angry and all, but the other girl, she just ran out, right? Because she just wouldn't be there because I guess she's embarrassed. And so you over there, he just like half drunk. He looking at Hinata, he's saying sorry, but he not really meaning it because he's drunk. And so all of a sudden, Hinata just like get into formation all the time. I'm like, yo, what's gonna happen? I think, is she really about to box this dude right now? So Hinata get into formation just like this, right? And so Adam right next to Hinata, right? And so Adam touches Hinata's shoulder. And then Hinata just ticks off, right? She hits Adam right in his face, like boom, just like that. So Adam, he backs up a little bit. He's like, yo. And then Dude, he gets off my bed. And Dude, he's like, stand up. He's like, yo, I'm sorry, please calm down. And so like Hinata, all of a sudden, she just beat him out, boom. She just hit him like just like that. Bow, bow. Like KSI versus Logan Paul all over again. It's like all over just action, right? They moving back and forth because Dude was trying to dodge the hits, and Hinata just saying him, boom. She's like doing everything she can on that dude. She's going back and forth. They up there screaming in Japanese and stuff. I said, oh, yo, this happened in my room? Oh, no, like, I'm like, it's not gonna happen, right? And so I walk up to Hinata, I'm like, yo, calm down. I'm not trying to get hit, so I'm screaming, right? I'm screaming like, Hinata, calm down. And she's like, she's not listening, so she's going crazy. She's punching that dude, right? And she's going back and forth, right? And so Dude, he just ended up getting knocked out. So when Dude gets knocked out, he's on the ground, like, just passed out at this point, right? Because you can tell she hit him with a clean, solid shot, my God. She hit him with a Mike Tyson, boom, knocked him out. She's like, that boy was slipping. He said, oh, he was stuck. And so she ended up saying sorry for everything. She messed up my room and stuff. She ended up apologizing. After that, you know, she dragged Dude's body out into the lobby, and then she just walks out. And then all the other girls and Adam and Paul end up leaving too, because it was kind of awkward in the room at the time. And I said, let's not even continue the point. And so it was like really awkward. So they all end up leaving. And so I'm in my room and I sit down and I say, wow, she really just boxed that guy. You know, Hinata just really just pull up to that dude and just box him. I just thought, wow, Japanese people are really crazy. This is like one crazy moment. I would never forget that experience. It was great. It was nice seeing somebody box, bro. I really appreciate that. Thank you, Hinata. If you're watching this, Hinata, you ever see this, you know, arigatou gozaimasu. Thank you. That was a lot of fun. Thank you so much.